we're going to dive into a fascinating topic for all coin enthusiasts: the 1994 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny and its potential market value. If you're holding on to one of these pennies, you may have something more valuable than you think. First, let's talk about what makes the 1994 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny special. The mint mark, which is typically located on the obverse side of the coin, is an important feature that helps collectors identify where the coin was produced. In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at two main facilities, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. While coins minted in Denver will have a D mint mark, those produced in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark at all. This is where the 1994 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny comes into play. For most coins from the 1994 series, they're not typically worth much more than face value. However, there are certain factors that could make your 1994 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny more valuable than just 1 cent. Condition is the key here. Most pennies from 1994 are common and circulate widely, but some may have unique characteristics, such as minting errors or better preservation, which could drastically increase their value. For instance, coins that are in uncirculated condition, meaning they have no signs of wear or damage, are much more valuable to collectors. Uncirculated 1994 no-mint-mark Lincoln pennies can be worth anywhere from a couple of dollars to several times that, depending on the quality and the current demand in the market. If you happen to find one of these coins with exceptional quality, such as a full, sharp strike and no discoloration, it could be worth up to $5 or even higher. Another reason why some 1994 no-mint-mark pennies could fetch a higher price is if they have been certified by a reputable grading company. When you submit your coin for grading, it gets evaluated for its condition, and this grade can significantly impact its market value. Coins that receive a grade of MS65 or higher, for example, are in great demand, and their price can increase by a large margin. But what about error coins? Yes, there are always possibilities with rare errors that could make your 1994 penny worth a lot more than its typical counterpart. Common errors on pennies from this era include double dies or off-center strikes. If you think your 1994 no-mint-mark penny may have a unique error, it's worth having it professionally examined. Error coins tend to fetch higher prices, sometimes even in the range of hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity and the specific error. In the current market, a typical 1994 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth close to its face value, perhaps up to 10 cents or 50 cents for well-preserved examples. Uncirculated or high-grade examples can be worth a few dollars, and rare minting errors may push the value much higher. However, you should always be cautious and do some research or consult with a coin expert to make sure you're getting the most accurate value for your coin. If you come across a 1994 no-mint-mark penny, it's definitely worth holding onto for a while to see if its value increases over time, as the world of coin collecting can be unpredictable and exciting. That's it for today's video. We hope this information helps you in your coin collecting journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Also, if you have any rare coins or pennies you're curious about, let us know in the comments, and we'll be happy to take a closer look. We're going to dive into one of the most common coins that you might come across in your pocket change, the 1992 D mint-mark Lincoln penny. You might be thinking, is this penny really worth anything special? Well, stick around because we're going to break down its value, what makes it potentially valuable, and how much it could be worth in today's market. First, let's cover some of the basics about the 1992 D Lincoln penny. The D mint mark means this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which is one of the main mints responsible for producing U.S. coins. The 1992 D penny was minted in large numbers, and like many other pennies, it was produced to be used in everyday transactions. So, most 1992 D pennies you come across are not going to be worth much more than their face value of 1 cent. However, that doesn't mean you should throw away all your 1992 D pennies just yet. There are specific factors that can increase the value of this penny, and we're about to get into that right now. Let's first talk about the general characteristics of the 1992 D penny. The design on the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, which has been a staple of the penny since the 1950s. The obverse shows the profile of Abraham Lincoln, as designed by Victor David Brenner. The 1992 D penny is made from copper-plated zinc, which was standard for pennies minted from 1982 onward. The 1992 D penny comes in several conditions, ranging from those in circulation to ones that have been well preserved or even uncirculated. The condition of a penny is one of the most important factors that affect its value. Now, let's get into the factors that can influence the value of the 1992 D penny. While the 1992 D penny was minted in massive quantities, some coins may have been struck with errors. Minting errors are some of the rarest and most valuable types of coins you can find. If your 1992 D penny has a noticeable error, such as a double die or a misshaped mint mark, this could significantly increase its value. For example, the famous 1992 D close AM penny is one of the most sought-after varieties of the 1992 D. In this error, the A and M in America on the reverse are closer together than usual. The regular version has more space between these letters. If you have a 1992 D close AM penny, it could be worth much more than its face value, potentially hundreds of dollars depending on its condition. As with any coin, the condition plays a big role in determining value. Pennies that are worn down from years of use will be worth less than those that have been well preserved or kept in pristine condition. Coins that are in uncirculated condition, never used in circulation, can fetch a premium price. You'll want to check the surface of the penny for signs of wear or damage, as this can affect its marketability. Grading is an important aspect of coin collecting. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A higher grade means the coin is in better condition, and it is usually worth more. A 1992 D penny in a higher grade, like MS65 or above, could command a higher price than one in lower grades. So, how much is the 1992 D penny worth in today's market? Well, the value of a regular 1992 D penny in average circulated condition is typically around 1 cent, its face value. However, if you have a penny in uncirculated condition or one with a minting error, the price could range anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s or more. For instance, a 1992 D close AM penny in uncirculated condition could be worth around $500 or even more, depending on the specific grade. Coins with minting errors or in pristine condition are always highly sought after by collectors, so if you happen to find one of these rare versions, you could be looking at a significant payout. If you think you have a rare 1992 D penny, or you just want to get an appraisal of your coin, it's important to take it to a reputable coin dealer or have it professionally graded by a service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations can help determine the exact value of your coin and give it an official grade that will help when selling or trading it. You can also check online auction sites like eBay to see what similar coins are selling for. Just be sure to compare coins in similar condition and with similar characteristics to get an accurate idea of the value. So, while the 1992 D Lincoln penny is not worth much in most cases, it could have some hidden value if it has a minting error or is in excellent condition. If you're lucky enough to find a 1992 D penny with a rare error or in uncirculated condition, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Keep an eye out for the 1992 D close AM variety, and always check the condition of your coins, because you never know when you might come across a hidden gem. We're diving into one of the most iconic pennies in U.S. history, the 1964 D Lincoln penny. While you may think this coin is just another piece of pocket change, you might be surprised by its true market value and the incredible opportunities it presents for collectors. So, let's get started and see why the 1964 D Lincoln penny is more valuable than you might think. The 1964 D penny is a part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. The D mint mark on the coin stands for the Denver Mint, where it was produced in large quantities. This particular penny is made of 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc. If you've seen a 1964 D penny, you've likely noticed its classic copper appearance and the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Now, you may be wondering, why is a coin from 1964, a year that's not particularly old compared to many other rare coins, worth anything beyond its face value. The key to understanding the value of the 1964 D penny lies in its rarity and demand. While millions of these coins were minted, the market for them is driven by factors such as coin condition, misprints, and how they're graded by experts. Coins that are well preserved or have unique characteristics tend to have a much higher value than their face value. So, what makes a 1964 D penny more valuable than just 1 cent? One of the biggest factors that influence the value of any coin is its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P, to mint state, MS 70, with coins graded as MS 65 or higher considered in excellent condition. The 1964 D Lincoln penny is no exception. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1964 D penny in MS 65 or higher can fetch anywhere from $1 to $5. While this may not seem like much at first, it's important to note that coins in pristine condition, with no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, are rare to find, which is why they can command such a premium price. But that's not all. If a 1964 D penny is graded even higher, say an MS 67 or MS 68, its value can significantly increase. These higher grade coins can sell for $10 to $20 or more, depending on the market demand at the time. While most 1964 D pennies are fairly common, there are a few unique varieties that can increase the value. One of these is the double die variety, which occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, creating a doubled image. Although the 1964 D double die is not as famous as some other double die varieties like the 1955 double die, there are still a few examples in circulation. If you happen to find one of these rare double die coins, you could potentially see its value skyrocket to $100 or even more, depending on the condition. Another factor to consider is the coin's color. Some 1964 D pennies exhibit a rich, reddish-brown patina due to the copper content, which can also add to the coin's appeal to collectors. If you've got a 1964 D penny, and you think it might be worth more than its face value, the first step is to carefully examine its condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, as these factors will affect its grade. Coins with the least amount of wear and the most defined features tend to be the most valuable. Next, consider getting the coin professionally graded by a reputable service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations can accurately assess your coin's condition and assign it a grade, which will help determine its market value. Once you've determined that your 1964 D penny is worth more than face value, you may be wondering where to sell it. There are several options for selling rare coins, including online coin marketplaces like eBay, where you can auction your coin to the highest bidder, coin shops and dealers, who may offer to buy your coin at a fair price, numismatic auctions, where rare and valuable coins are often sold to collectors willing to pay top dollar. When selling your 1964 D penny, it's important to do your research and make sure you're getting a fair price. Always compare prices for similar coins and be cautious of scams or lowball offers. So, there you have it. While the 1964 D Lincoln penny may not be as rare as some other coins, it still holds value, especially if it's in great condition or has unique features like the double die variety. If you have one in your collection, it could be worth more than just 1 cent. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin tips, values, and rare finds. Who knows? We're diving deep into the 1969 D Lincoln penny, a coin that holds significant interest for collectors, especially because of its potential value in the market. You might have one sitting in your pocket change right now that could be worth much more than its face value. So, let's get started and explore what makes the 1969 D penny special and how much it could be worth today. The 1969 D Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, is one of the many pennies from the 1960s that collectors are keeping a close eye on. The coin itself looks just like any other Lincoln penny at first glance, but there's more to it than meets the eye. The most crucial thing to know is that the value of this penny can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and specific characteristics. Let's start with the basics. The 1969 D penny was produced during a time when the U.S. government was minting billions of pennies to meet the country's demand for coins. However, this particular year is sought after because of its potential for having errors, like doubling, or for being in excellent condition. The majority of 1969 D pennies in circulation today are in average condition, and most of them are only worth their face value of 1 cent. But there are exceptions, and in those cases, you could be holding on to a coin that's worth far more than you'd expect. One of the key reasons that the 1969 D Lincoln penny is valuable is the potential for a rare error, such as the famous 1969 S double die penny. While the S mint mark refers to the San Francisco Mint, the 1969 D penny can also display some fascinating errors, though they're much rarer. These errors, which involve double strikes or overlapping images on the obverse or reverse, can significantly increase a coin's value. Now, let's talk about the grading system because it's important to understand how the condition of your 1969 D penny can affect its worth. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no imperfections. Most of the 1969 D pennies you find in circulation will fall somewhere in the lower grades, meaning they'll be worth only a few cents or possibly up to $1 if they're in decent condition. However, if you manage to find a 1969 D penny that's in mint state or is part of a rare error, you could be looking at a much higher value. In terms of market value, uncirculated 1969 D pennies can range from $1 to $5, depending on their quality. If your penny has been preserved in near perfect condition, you might even see it selling for more in the right market. If you happen to have one with a noticeable error or doubling, then the value could easily rise to $50 or even more. Some of the most prized 1969 D pennies, particularly those with strong double die features, have been sold at auction for hundreds of dollars. To give you a better idea of what these coins can fetch, here's a breakdown of their typical market value based on condition. 1. Circulated coins, good to very fine. These coins, which show signs of wear from being in circulation, are usually worth around 1 to 5 cents, but they can fetch more if they're in better condition. 2. Uncirculated coins, mint state. If your 1969 D penny is uncirculated and has been well preserved, it could be worth between $1 and $5 or more. 3. Coins with errors, doubling, misstrikes. If you're lucky enough to have a 1969 D penny with a notable error, such as the double die variety, the price can go up significantly. These can be worth anywhere from $50 to $100 or more, depending on the error's clarity and rarity. It's important to note that coins with higher demand and rare characteristics are often sold to collectors or investors through auctions, coin dealers, or online marketplaces. The key to maximizing the value of your 1969 D penny is getting it properly appraised. If you're unsure about your coin's authenticity or rarity, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional coin grader or visit a local coin shop. Now that you know a bit about the 1969 D Lincoln penny and how much it could be worth, here are some tips on how to spot a valuable one. Look for mint condition. As with any coin, the better the condition, the higher the value. If your penny is well preserved, it could be worth more. Check for errors. Keep an eye out for double dies or other striking errors. The most famous example is the 1969 S double die, but a similar error on the 1969 D could make your coin significantly more valuable. Consult with experts. If you think you have a rare penny, don't hesitate to get it graded by a professional. Grading can help you determine its true market value. To wrap up, the 1969 D Lincoln penny, like many coins from the 1960s, may not always be worth a fortune, but with the right condition or rare error, it can become a hidden gem in your collection. So, keep an eye on your pennies. You never know when you might find a rare coin that could be worth more than just pocket change. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting tips, valuable coin discoveries, and market insights. We're going to dive into the 2008 Lincoln penny, particularly focusing on those with no mint mark. Are these pennies really worth money? Is there something special about them? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the 2008 Lincoln Penny's basic details. The penny features the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which has been a staple since 1959. But 2008 marked an interesting year for collectors because the United States Mint was busy releasing special designs for the Lincoln Cent's 200th birthday. The 2008 penny comes in several varieties, and if you're looking for the one with no mint mark, that means your coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The mint mark, a small letter signifying the mint where the coin was made, would typically appear on coins struck at either the Denver or San Francisco mints. But if your coin has no mint mark, it's from Philadelphia. In 2008, the U.S. Mint began its series of 4 different designs for the reverse of the Lincoln Cent to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The first of these designs, which was released in 2009 but began in 2008, depicts a very youthful image of Lincoln, reflective of his early years, particularly symbolizing his rise from humble beginnings. While these design changes don't necessarily make the penny rare, they certainly bring a lot of historical and collector interest. However, one of the most important aspects of the 2008 penny is whether it has any errors, which could make it more valuable. So, is your 2008 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth a lot? To be honest, in terms of general circulation, these pennies typically don't fetch a high price. The value of a regular 2008 penny is very close to its face value, which is 1 cent, but here's where things get interesting. Coin collectors know that even seemingly common coins can have a higher value if they feature rare errors or unique characteristics. For example, a 2008 penny with a double die error could be worth much more than just a penny. This error occurs when the coin's design was struck more than once, creating a doubling effect that's visible to the naked eye. If you find a 2008 penny with such an error, it could be worth several dollars depending on the severity of the error and its condition. Additionally, if your 2008 penny is in perfect, uncirculated condition, it may be worth more to collectors. A well-preserved, mint-condition 2008 penny could sell for anywhere from 10 to 50 cents, sometimes more, especially if it's graded highly by professional services like PCGS or NGC. If you're wondering whether your 2008 no mint mark penny is worth more than face value, there are a few things to look for. As mentioned earlier, look for any noticeable errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These can significantly increase the coin's value. The condition of your coin is crucial. Coins that have never been circulated and show no signs of wear have the potential to be worth more than a circulated penny. Professional grading can help assess its value. If the penny has any other unusual features, like a unique color or strike, it might attract interest from collectors. These rare characteristics can sometimes add value. Coin values can fluctuate over time, depending on demand. A penny that's not worth much today might become more valuable in the future as collector interest grows. In summary, the 2008 no mint mark Lincoln penny isn't necessarily a coin that will make you rich, but it certainly has potential if you find one with an error, or if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition. While most 2008 pennies will only be worth a cent or two, keep an eye out for those rare varieties that might be worth more. If you come across a 2008 penny with a double die error or in uncirculated condition, it could definitely be worth more to collectors. Thanks for tuning in, coin collectors. Don't forget to check your pocket change, and be sure to subscribe for more tips on finding valuable coins. If you've found a special penny or want to share your thoughts, leave a comment below. We love hearing from you. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins for collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 1952 Lincoln penny. If you've ever wondered whether this coin might be worth more than just a penny, stick around because we're going to explore its value, what makes it unique, and how you can tell if your 1952 penny is worth more than $1. Let's start by taking a look at the coin itself. The 1952 Lincoln penny was minted in San Francisco, as denoted by the S mint mark found just below Abraham Lincoln's shoulder on the obverse. This penny is part of the series of Lincoln cents that have been in circulation since 1909, and it carries the iconic design by Victor David Brenner. The obverse features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases the traditional wheat stalks, symbolizing the nation's agriculture. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin stand out? Well, while the 1952 penny is not considered rare compared to some other years, its value can vary depending on several factors. Let's break down what influences the market value of this coin. First, we need to talk about the mintage numbers. In 1952, the San Francisco Mint produced over 54 million pennies. This large number means that the coin is not considered a rare find in general. However, rarity is not the only factor that determines a coin's value. The condition of the coin plays a huge role. For example, if you come across a 1952 penny in mint state, with little to no wear and a sharp, clear design, you could see a higher market value compared to one in poor or worn condition. Let's get into some specific values. In average condition, a 1952 Lincoln penny might be worth around 15 to 30 cents. But if the coin is in extremely fine or uncirculated condition, it could fetch anywhere from $1 to $5, possibly even more, depending on the current market trends and demand from collectors. Now, for the big question, is it worth $1? It certainly can be, but not every 1952 penny is going to fetch that amount. For it to be worth $1 or more, the coin would need to be in better than average condition. Coins that are graded as MS65 or higher can be worth anywhere between $1 and $10. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes, with rare minting errors or unique characteristics raising the price even more. Speaking of mint errors, if your 1952 penny has a noticeable mistake in its design, such as a double die or off-center strike, that could increase its value significantly. Errors like these are often sought after by collectors, and they can turn a relatively common coin into a high-value item. So, how do you determine if your 1952 Lincoln penny is worth $1, or even more? The best way is to have your coin graded by a professional service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These services will give your coin an official grade, which can help you understand its market value more accurately. If your coin has a higher grade, it might be worth more than you expect, and you could even consider selling it through a trusted dealer or auction. Before you head off to check your pockets for a 1952 penny, remember that while the coin's value can vary depending on its condition, it's always a good idea to keep an eye on the current trends in the coin market. Prices fluctuate, and something that might not seem valuable today could be worth more in the future. In conclusion, the 1952 Lincoln penny may not be one of the rarest coins out there, but it still holds a place in the hearts of collectors and can be worth more than just a penny if you find it in great condition or with a special minting error. So if you have one of these coins, make sure to examine it closely, especially if it's in excellent shape. You could be holding on to a little piece of history that could be worth more than you think. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future content.